We got mashed potatoes and gravy. About the only thing I looked forward to.
Lucas looks down with gloom. He looks up at Connie.
What was it like in there?
Connie stops eating and looks around the table. He sips his drink and looks up at his brother.
It's no kind of living. There's no reason to keep people in a place like that.
Connie keeps eating.
Yeah.
The general idea is that Connie is actually like absolutely weirdo. Like when he goes home to like live with his brother, it kind of turns into not the night of that he picks him up, but eventually the character of Lucas is like, you need to move on, or you need to like kind of move on with your life. And like, I know it's tough getting out of prison after so long, but then Connie is basically like, no, fuck that, I want to stay here, like I missed you and stuff. And then it turns into a more like kind of creepier, violent note, because in the radio the police commissioner's like, some people are not ready to leave. And with Connie would, I don't know if I would go like supernatural with it necessarily, but Connie would probably end up doing some really fucking crazy shit. Manhunt. The fisherman has to come with a bounty hunter or freeze to death in the wilderness. Generally, one of the ideas that I had is that when the person saves the fisherman, they have to camp the night, because they're like, that we are way into the thick of things, and it's much easier if we just camp for the night. And a lot of your stuff has already been soaked in water because you almost drowned and you lost like fisherman equipment.
Eventually forms the conclusion.
Right. He's like, the fisherman basically goes, I noticed you don't have a fishing pole. I also noticed that you're not here with anybody and you don't have a gun, or you don't have a rifle that I've seen. So you're not hunting, you're not fishing. So why are you out here? And so then the guy basically has to say, he would basically explain like something like, about 2.5 years ago, a man named blah 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 committed some horrific crime and killed like 3 people and was known for taking them into this part of the woods or somewhere around 3 miles north of here.
Yeah. It's like, oh, like, you know, apparently he's near here, and like maybe someone has just gone missing, like in the town, and like that's why like he's like got a lead or something. Like that's the reason he's there now and not 2 years ago.
I like that. I like that idea a lot. I think that'd be really fun.
I like it because I like the setting of the woods in here in the northwest and stuff.
Say that's like, that would be like really really cool to go out into the wilderness and actually film. Like, that'd be great.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that makes me think of like True Grit. Like those vibes are just like, well, fuck it, like let's go find the guy.
Tough to film in the woods.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking, just since it's our like first project, and if we want to like raise money for it, I've only ever raised money for like a 10-minute short, and that's usually, from what I've like seen in class from like other projects, it's usually always around $2,000.
Yeah.
And if we want to film, like, I was thinking about the possibility of us filming in like December over Christmas break.
Yeah.
So if we want to do that, we probably need more time to raise that enough money for like a 30-minute. So we just got to think about, like, you know, how much
budget constraints.
Yeah, and then also we have to think about, like, we'll have to probably have to like pay an actor, because that's probably more than like 2 days of shooting, you know.
Yeah.
Some capacity, like whether it would happen off screen, I would probably have to do it off screen, because killing a dog on screen is just something I'm not willing to do. The island. And the reason I thought about calling it the island is because on an island, stuff washes up to shore, and a lot of times it's just like absolutely rancid. And I thought about like implementing that idea into the script. So basically, like, this is an island, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and there's all just this really terrible stuff like washing into the store and then washing out. The way I was envisioning, and you guys would have to tell me if this doesn't really come across very well in the script, or at least your vision of he would feel guilt for the kid, the sleazy youth. Plus, I'm basically trying to get the point across, like, that this person is Will is very young. He's probably like 16, something like that, and all this is happening to him.
I think you'd have to definitely show a lot of the guilt after every occurrence, because basically
right now it's pretty flat, just because like he's definitely like pretty much the extent of it. He just like says fuck under his breath.
Like the impression I got of Will was that he's a little bit timid and like a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he actually like, the kid obviously is underage, but he's like too nervous to be like, you can't have it, so he sells it to him. I feel like that would help him
Sell the guilt part.
Yeah,
that's a
That's
good
true.
idea. But damn, I didn't think about that.
Like, yeah, he just carries on with the transaction. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't run away.
Yeah.
He just
But I think all the other
That's a
ones,
good
like,
idea.
I think if you like sold it to him and all the other ones, like that would come across pretty well.
Okay.
I think so. Also, given that it's about like
Sort of. My dad read it. He said he understood it, but also as my dad said, like,
Okay.
he was just being nice.
Everybody who's ever complimented me on The Watcher has been like, I don't really get it, but I really like it.
Oh, really?
So if it doesn't seem like it makes sense.
So basically, how it's structured is the same conversation twice. I won't say anymore because I kind of want to see how you guys think it.
Mhm.
I don't know. But it's the same conversation twice, and the blue text is the first time they have the conversation. Black text is the second time.
Okay.
Memento. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've never seen that movie. I also just realized for some reason the title was Tittis, but I don't know why. And then also the ending. I had a different ending and I rewrote it. But now that I've read it a few times today, I was kind of thinking about it. And I think the other ending was better. So I'll explain that other ending when we're done.
okay.
Can I have your dab pen before I do this?
All right. Interior, Arthur's kitchen, day. Arthur stands his upper half.
Just basically always have the script right there, and if I was directing and I didn't even know what the next line was, I'd literally just be like, all done, and she would say what the line is.
They wouldn't have as much to do when they get there.
Yeah.
The only one
So
of
it'd be
these
more
that I'm
free.
like, we probably couldn't do is makeup supervisor.
Yeah,
like, especially
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. I mean, I did makeup for the like the school like play.
yeah.
And like I'm definitely not like the best at it, but I feel like unless we're going for like some crazy like looks.
Yeah.
Like I could definitely like touch up if there's something like needed to, but honestly, I don't know how much makeup we would really even like need. Honestly, so.
Yeah.
Probably not
So,
a whole ton.
I have director, producer, screenwriter, script supervisor, costume supervisor. What else did I miss?
Makeup supervisor.
Like let's say whoever's the cinematographer is going to bring like the storyboards to you, and if you have like a shot that you'd rather have, you'll say like, oh, actually I want the shot to be like a pan here, so ultimately like you are in charge of the cinematography, but somebody else does the work, like does the storyboards. Once they've found the shots, they set them up and they set the camera up to get the shot that you want.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, a lot of those smaller like jobs and smaller roles are almost like privileges of working on a higher budget thing where you have a bigger crew.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you don't have a grip, so carry your own shit. Like that's on you.
And we hopefully we'll be able to get a few people, either if they're our friends or we can go to PSU and get people from the film program to help out. But
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. So let's like hammer them out just
Yeah.
that way we can walk away from this and actually have like a good idea, I guess.
I would love to have something to do with like the cinematography. I feel like that'd be really fun. But I'd also like to do for post. I'd love to do like color grading if you guys like.
I really need to know like